That took a minute. We're good. I think it's live now. I think it's live. So, Riven. What's a Riven? Riven is the sequel to Myst. So Myst was the game that we played like 5 months ago or 4 or 5 months ago, which was the remake of the, I think, 1993, either 1991 or 1993 Myst, which was it's the classic point and click adventure puzzler game. And then Riven is the sequel from the same studio. So Myst was remade, and additionally, Riven was remade. And the remake came out 2 days ago. So this is Riven rebuilt from the ground up. In a new engine and everything. And some flavor text that the devs sent. Actually said that when they started remaking this game, they found that they lost 99% of their original art assets. So they had to do the whole thing from scratch. And in doing so, it actually gave them the space, the time, because they had to restart from scratch, the space and the time to flesh out the story even more than it was initially fleshed out in the first instance, like the first version of Riven in 97. So they enriched and refined the narrative, which in turn necessitated certain changes to the world. The essence of the game remains the same, but the revisions reflect a more nuanced and comprehensive understanding of the age and the events that had transpired there. This is not the same Riven, but we hope you're as surprised and intrigued by this new one as we were. This is my first playthrough. I never played the original Riven, so I don't know what to expect. Many ages, infinite truths. Old Denis proverb. The only thing I know about Riven is that it is the sequel to Myst, and it is an adventure puzzle game. Okay, that was Atress. He said, "Thank goodness you're here. I need help," or something.
There's a great deal of history that you should know.
Story time.
I'm afraid there's no time to explain.
Story time. There's no time to explain.
Most of what you'll need to know is in here.
You will hear this.
And for reasons you will discover, I can't send you to Riven with a way out. But I can give you this. It appears to be a linking book back here to Dunny, but it's actually a one-person prison. It's the only way to capture Gen.
Gen?
Here. Once you've freed Catherine, I'll come with a linking book.
I feel like I'm missing something.
Signal me.
Did I miss an intro? Did I skip an intro by accident?
There's a very good chance, if all this goes well, that you'll be returned to the place that you came from.
Didn't you hear? There's no time to explain. I don't know what's going on in the first place. Okay. I didn't miss an intro.
Till we meet again. Take care, my friend.
Okay. No. He left! Dude just went and linked somewhere else. Okay, I can't open the menu. So, there was no intro missed. He missed. You see what I did there? He just said, there's no time to explain. Something about Denis. Free Catherine. That's all I heard. And to go here, and we might not be able to come back the way we came. And if we succeed, something about Gen. And if we succeed, we might be able to go back to where we came from. So, first question, chat. When this is a sequel to Myst, are we literally the same person we were at the end of Myst? Like, I see that we're in the place that we ended up in at the end of Myst. So, like, I don't really want to spoil Myst for you all. But what I will say is, if you successfully beat Myst and have the good timeline and everything, you end up here in this space with this mysterious bearded dude in front of me. And like, so we're picking up from right there. The end of Myst, you're like in this room. Use the fake linking book to capture Gen. He said that too. This is a direct sequel. Alright, so I guess let's just dive in. I don't know where we're going. Or why. He probably should have explained. It seemed like he had all the time in the world at the end of Myst to explain to us what was going on. I honestly thought Catherine was dead. That's a surprise to me to hear that we have to rescue Catherine. Catherine is Atress's wife. And Atress is the person who was just talking to us. Welcome back, JSOG. Are you busy today? I'm supposing that's Atress's hand. So I actually had an obsidian vault with all of my notes from Myst. The problem is I'm fairly certain... Oh, Myst is like killing my Riven is like killing my computer right now. My computer just kicked into like hyperdrive. I'm in jail. Oh no, I'm in jail. This is how it starts, with me in jail. Okay. There's a person! What the heck? Shit, there's a person! Mind blown. I did not expect that there'd be people here. In Myst, you were solo. Whoa! He spooked me! Okay, one, I can't hear you. Am I supposed to do something? You just took my book. Quality lip sync. What just happened? Did he just get stung by a bee? Or maybe he was shot in the neck with a tranquilizer dart. I'm gonna go with that. Someone shot him in the neck. We need to kill this guy. Good job. Yeah, I did it. I did it. I'm already winning. Who took his body away? I'm gonna guess it was this person. Who's dressed in, Actually, it reminds me a lot of, like... From Avatar: The Last Airbender, there's a tribe of sand dwellers that live in the desert. They kind of remind me of them. I just got an achievement to take my first steps in the Age of Riven. Was he holding a Zat? I don't know. Okay, I was already just blown away that there was a person. Because if you don't know anything about Myst, Myst was a point and click adventure game, but there was nobody else in Myst. Like, the player character was the only person who existed. Hi, Aerotante! I'm. I always say your name wrong. I'm playing Riven. I am playing Riven. So, like, other people exist in Myst, but only from a lore perspective. Until the very end, okay? Like, if you do everything right or wrong or whatever, like, there are other people in the game, but, like, as far as in the world with you, you are, like, entirely alone. So, spawning in here, and there was somebody outside the gate? Surprised already. Myst was the only entirely solo experience, videos aside. The other 5 games had people. I had no idea. And hi, Faye Everdunes, welcome in. Yeah, wow. So he actually spooked me though, like when he was walking and then he turned and saw me and got shocked, like that shocked me. So it's the original Riven dialogue, but they had to animate and motion capture the guy to match it. Was the lip syncing actually in sync? My computer was having some issues. Like, the game is just too epic for my computer. So I might need to turn down some settings. I don't want to turn anything down. Why don't we just do shadows and foliage? Or let's just try shadows. And then I also need to crank up dialogue volume a lot because I can't hear them. Some of the dialogue has been re-recorded. When you did the demo, the script wasn't the same. Interesting. Riven was your childhood puzzle game. So for me, I played Myst. I was really young at the time. My mom had it for PC, and when I say I played Myst, it was mostly me just being like a small child and very smooth-brained and not understanding what was going on. So we played it again at the start of the year. I actually have a YouTube playlist, which I probably should have grabbed. Let me see if I can find it. With all of the Myst content. Playlist. Filter by Myst. Found it. Get shareable link. Myst playlist. JSug, if you're here, can you do me a favor and pin that? You don't think you played any serious puzzle games as a kid? Well, so I definitely didn't play Riven. I never truly played Myst, but yeah, this is my first time seeing Riven ever. So, rules with backseating, because I know someone's gonna ask. Usually, like, I don't like it when people backseat. Small things are okay, like light hints and things. Thank you, JSog. Thank you. I also have a strategy guide from the devs if we get super duper stuck. But yeah, like I don't want to know any spoilers unless I ask, basically. If I ask for solutions, you'll know. And same with the story. Like I want to discover the story with a fresh mind. But if I ask for clarification on something, you'll know. Myst was your first game obsession at 8. You had played other games before, but that was your first passion for gaming. I thought it was so cool. I remember just being blown away with the graphics in Myst. When you were a teen, your mom got Myst, and it was your play together game. The manual had a notebook to keep all your notes in, and you beat it. When Riven came out, you played that together too. I should put a hint redemption up. How would that work? Your mom got missed by winning it on the radio by being caller 10 or whatever. You'll offer zero info unless explicitly addressed by your name and ask a question. Hi, Wolfer. Story. Things happen. Actually, Hecky said something yesterday that made me laugh. The person we rated was playing Riven, and she said the same thing, like, no spoilers, please, but feel free to talk amongst yourselves about how I don't know. You can, like, giggle to each other about how I don't know the answer. You'd say make it so if enough of chat redeems it, I look up the hint in the book. Yeah, exactly. It is... That does kind of spoil it, getting the hints and things. But I do have the guide. I have a Riven quick guide from the devs, which I actually really like how they structured it. They tell you the puzzle, and they have 4 levels of hints / answers. There's a gentle hint, there's a strong hint, the strongest hint, and then the solution, if you really can't figure it out. I'm going to try to avoid that as much as possible, but I have it just in case. Oh, so what I was saying before that cutscene completely threw me for a loop is that I had an Obsidian database with all my notes from Mist, but it was on my NAS, and our NAS broke. Hi, Harry! Hello!
Hiya, Jess. Chat.
Hi, Harry. How are you doing? Thank you so much for the 8 months of support! Thank you! And welcome back. I hope you're having a great Thursday today. Thank you. That way viewers can get some agency when they get the spoil urge. That's a good idea. Broken NAS. Yeah, my NAS broke. So my entire Obsidian database of Mist notes, I basically like had everything, all the text, like everything converted to text in Obsidian, and it broke. I'm pretty sure it was on my NAS, which is problematic, which means I don't have an Obsidian database with all of my notes from Mist. I did, however, make a new database for notes from Riven. Not quite the same thing. And I have to redo all the legwork. I was sort of hoping that I could take the other database that I made and then just add Riven to it, because then we would have all our background info about Mist, and we'd have all the lore from Mist that we could reference freely. But yeah, my NAS is broken, so I don't have my database. It's there, it's just the hard drive is busted or something. Although in that case, maybe I don't have it anymore. The lore is so good. If you know the books, there are layers. Yeah, that's why. So I had everything copied. I pulled it off the wiki and like pasted it into my database, and we had it all linked together. It was really cool. And then yeah, no, I don't have it anymore. The game goes a big step up on the lore. You're excited for me to uncover it. Lots of details. I'm excited. Can a redemption be timed out for just a user instead of globally? Honestly, I should know, but I don't know off the top of my head. Was it in Raid? I'm not sure. I'm not really sure, to be honest. You love the books? So much depth, reasons for everything. You loved Cyan's attention to details. You had the hardcover editions on your shelf? I built a baby wiki with Mist and Obsidian. I know, and I lost it. I lost the whole dang thing. Yeah, so I'm actually getting a lot of frame dropping. I see a bridge down here. And a door. I wonder where this bridge goes. I can't see. Oh, over there? Looks like it goes that way. Hi, Diet Salt. Good to see you. Hello. You're always so bad at these. I never even played this. So, okay. Also, field of view. My field of view preferences annoy people, so I apologize in advance. I think I want to do like 120. Did I save it? No. How do I save it? I wonder which thing we should turn down as well. Oh. Epic. Hmm. What is the DLSS setting? NVIDIA, AMD, or none? Shoot. Okay, did that save this time? No? Oh, apply. It saved everything else. Except field of view. Okay, it's all set to epic. Epic. Whoa. Big fisheye. Okay, this might be too much fisheye. Let's try 110. So I get kind of weird with field of view. Like, if it's too close, it makes me sick. Like, I get sim sickness from it. So I do have to, like, fish eye it a little bit. So I didn't realize that... yeah, we had to hit apply, but all the other settings were... They just save themselves here, but... Field of view, you have to apply. Okay, so maybe that will help. That already seems better. Yeah, that's definitely a lot smoother. Okay, cool. You wonder if field of view is so strong to support VR support. It might be. Yeah, probably, actually. Nice to see a fellow Miss Nerd. You're a big fangirl. Yay! I'm glad you found each other. Hi, Nonsentious! Hello, thank you. Hope you have a nice stream too. Having your NAS die scares you. You have a second NAS for backups and hard drives and a fireproof box for a second backup. Yeah, so I'm just hoping that it's a boot error. So basically the NAS won't boot. And I haven't messed with it at all. Solentre did some like preliminary testing, but I've just been too busy to work on it. But there hasn't been anything like super important on there. It just was mostly we were using as backups of our PCs, and we hadn't done any official transfers because there was no redundancy. There was no redundancy. I'm gonna pull this. Can I pull this? And as you can see, that was probably for the best because our NAS died. So I lost my cool little mist guide that I had. I can't tell if I can't move this or if I'm just really sucking at pulling this. Yeah. Oh wait, there's a stick in there. The Sand Dweller person put this little stick inside there. They're blocking it. Pull harder. Oh! Whoa! You can zoom in! Could you do this in Myst too? The most recent remake. I got frustrated that I couldn't see, so I tried to zoom in and was surprised when I actually could. Yeah, I can't pull this out. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. You know what these look like? Hold on, there's a setting for this. Graphics. No, back. Interface. I'm gonna turn off smart cursor. That way I have a cursor so I can point to you. This, right here. This looks like it is some sort of transit system. That's what I see when I look at it. Like, suspension wires or something. And same here. Like a transit network. And that's what it feels like when you put on reading glasses. Suddenly finding a zoom button. This is the thing I can mess with. We can turn it. Looks like we can turn from here to here. And it's connected to this, which is connected to something up here we can't see. I'm not gonna mess with it. Okay. Something else too, I need to turn down the sensitivity. I already opened the settings and did this yesterday before stream, but it was really just a guesstimate about my settings. I am wise. Why am I wise? I'm the right kind of person to play this game because I pay attention to my surroundings. I love games like this. I love puzzle games. Mostly. There are some types of puzzle games that I think are more infuriating than fun or clever. But this looks like a thing you pull or push. Along here? Oh. Is this a humongous telescope? No. It's got a lid. Hi there, Jason! If you don't always want the cursor visible, you can have smart cursor on. I just turned it off, that way I can... It's how I can gesticulate the chat, what I'm looking at. Like, I turned it on so I could show you this right here. Like... It's a lot easier for me to tell you what I'm looking at. Changed. Is this actively changing? Is this changing color? The first time I looked in there, it was something speckly. Okay, yeah, it's actively changing. The heck is going on? What am I looking at? What if this is a big eye? What if these are eyelashes? I'm getting like Ender's Game vibes. It blinking would be extremely alarming. Okay. Do I ever see blood cells in my eyes when not using a microscope? It's been a long time since I've used a microscope, but yeah. Oh, there's a bridge up there. Immediately below this bridge here. Hey, is this the dome from the key art in the game? Now I gotta check. I'm gonna check real fast. Uh, where did I put it? Okay, I have a picture of the key art. This is totally what we're looking at. Okay, hold on. I'm switching scenes to the full screen version. it's the same thing. It's just a little different. So yeah, okay. This is totally the dome. It's got like this really intricate, I don't know what to call that, concentric circle around the dome. And the dome is shiny and gold. I don't think that's a person. I don't think that's what that is. But look, there's these pipes here. There's like, there are bridges. This like little network thingy that I was talking about is right here. And this way too. So I think this is what we're looking at. Big clue. I don't know a clue for what, but it's like still. Yeah, definitely the same thing. Bridge. Cover art pointing at the most important thing. Yeah. No, that's why you had to stop and look at it. What do you think that is? Is that like 5 leaves? Or 1 big leaf? Okay, let's go this way. Press tab. Oh yeah, I forgot about the satchel that Atress gave us. I forgot to read the book! Okay, 87-6-10. Is that June 10th, 87? That's the day after my birthday. They held for more than 30 years, but the corrections I made to Riven have finally failed. The island has resumed the familiar pattern of decay that is the hallmark of my father's work. I must now race to implement this new patch before it's too late. Patch, like updating a game? I only hope that my revised theories are sound. 87-6-16. Revisions to Riven completed. There are still a number of minor adjustments that need to be made, but the basic corrections are in and should be working. Something's not right. I've been monitoring the instruments for several hours now, but have thus far observed no change. It's possible I've made an error, though I've checked my entry against my pre-notation and can find no discrepancy. I haven't slept in nearly 3 days, so it may be that I'm just not seeing it. If the fault is with my foundational assumptions, however, ... Perhaps after a short rest, I will see something. 87-6-18. Okay, yeah, so these are the dates. 2 days later. Success. It appears that my repairs have been effective after all. The gateway image has become noticeably cleaner. And although it's impossible to know this with absolute certainty, the island seems to have quieted itself. Just a few more weeks of work and I should be free. At last, to go there myself and attempt to bring Catherine back. Okay, yes. Yeah. Atress said rescue Catherine. Rescue Catherine. The past 8 months have left me little time to devise a strategy for getting her out of there. There's been no sign from her in all that time. I only hope that... No, I must assume she's alright, lest my fears undermine my efforts. Look at those teardrops. Next day. I did not create the Age of Riven. Unlike my father, I have never presumed to have such power. And yet, the future of all those who live there has fallen into my hands. So far, I've managed to read the page before it turns. The island continues to appear stable, and I would like to believe that I have saved a dying world. But the theories of one individual cannot support the lives of real people indefinitely? Okay. Earthquake. Scared the heck out of me. I legit jumped. It is a transit system. Meow. Cool. Oh, I know the tears on the page. You're looking through Sales and Steam, there's one that has you organizing things while a cat messes it up. Is that, a little to the left? A little to the left has some puzzles with a cat. Yeah, that one looks cute. I played the demo. Wait, tab. Does this happen every time I look at this page? What the heck? Now what? The last time that happened, I just got a achievement? I legit have no idea what I just got an achievement for. It said, I discovered somebody's fate. Hold on. Achievement. Achievement got, discover the fate of Gen's man. A body? I don't see, oh! Yeah, okay, wait, I see them now. This is why I'm really bad at spotting snakes, by the way. So that was the person who saw me and was like, oh. Just taking a nap, no worries. Hi, Putin Scoot. Did I just start? We just started, yeah. I mean, we started like, I don't know, 30 minutes ago? But, you know me. That means we basically just started. Okay, I'm gonna check it again, but every time I open this page, the world starts shaking. Okay, is this just a coincidence, or... is there something with this page? Can I turn off world shake? Okay, the theories of one individual cannot support the lives of real people indefinitely. I must get everyone off Riven as soon as possible. The problem now is Gen. We'll never be able to rescue Catherine and relocate the islanders if he is still the man he used to be. I haven't seen him in over 30 years, but given his history, I must assume that he's still a threat. His myopic mission to restore the Denis civilization has left too many innocent cultures dying in his wake, a pattern that would no doubt continue were he to ever escape the confines of Riven. Oh, is that why they took my book? Because it was a linking book. For more than 3 decades now, the universe has been safe from his corruptive influence because no one has been able to leave that ill-fated age. But the last linking book out of Riven has been lost in the star fissure upon my return to Mist. Wow, if only we had my notes about the star fissure and the return to Mist, we might know what this means. I sent you a cookie. Riven these nuts. You will lurk and just look at the pretty images. You don't want to be spoiled for puzzles. Yeah, don't get any spoilers, Putin Scoot. Yeah, you really want to play this? We're in the very beginning. I've done nothing except the intro sequence and messing with settings and trying to read this book. So the book that we had with us was a linking book from... I'm actually not sure from where. I think it was the book to Riven. And so there's usually a linking book to, and then there's one to go back. Which is a mechanic that you discover in Mist, by the way. Okay, I think this must just be on a cycle. You love the Mist games? Did you see our playlist when we played Mist back in the day? It's pinned at the top of chat. In case anybody wants to watch it. Okay, so, the last linking book out of Riven has been lost in the Star Fissure. That was our intention, to maroon my father on Riven by removing all existing links to other worlds. And since the libraries containing the vast and intricate knowledge needed to construct linking books remained largely confined to the ruins of Denis, he would be trapped there for the... Okay, I feel like this is happening because I'm reading the book. He would be trapped there for the remainder of his lifetime, and effectively segregated from the countless other worlds that he would have invaded. Okay, so I'm guessing this was written by Atress. Because he's specifically talking about Catherine, and Catherine is Atress's wife. Does that make Gen Atress's father? Or are we talking about different people? Game is like, okay, but what if you didn't read the book? You've already watched it? Yay! This is what we achieved. But the way it fell... the way it fell was no one's ideal. I find this font kind of hard to read. And although the sting of it has gradually faded over the years, the deep pain of the responsibility for what actually came to pass has never left me. At the time, it all seemed so clear. Gen's destructive path could not be allowed to continue. But it was never my wish that the innocent inhabitants of Riven, who had already suffered so much, would be the ones to have to pay for it. Ooh, pizza! Hi, Alana! Hello! Hello! Alana, welcome in! Alana and Raiders, hi Invisible Man! Hi MJKJXP! Hi Darl, hi MJJ, hi Night Dweller! Hello Blue Squid! Hi Nixes! Hello Alana!
Arama dance, Arama pop, Arama hyper, it's a Raiderama. Arama Raiderama love, Arama berry.
Blue Squid, thank you so much for the 20 months of support! Welcome back, and welcome in! Thank you for that, Blue Squid, you're awesome! Hi Osiris! Hi Infinity! And hello Alana! You started Endgame Anomaly! Apparently there were a few phases, and you're through the first part. You don't know, but it's scary. It's exciting and scary! That's so cool! I'm really happy for you. Endgame Anomaly. One day maybe we'll reach that. I'm nowhere close. We played Rimworld for a couple hours earlier, but now we're playing Riven. This is a remake of the original 1997 Riven. To answer your questions, Nixes, this is a key for this version of Riven, which was released 2 days ago. The entire game was remade in 3D. First person 3D. And it's VR supported. So, a few months ago, we actually played through the remake of Myst, and now that Riven's out, we are playing the remake of Riven. And so that's what we're doing right now. It's the very beginning of the game, and if you don't know what Myst or Riven are, they are games from the 90s, and they are classic adventure puzzle games. Point and click adventure puzzle games. So they've been completely remade in a new engine, and they're very beautiful, and they're first person, and they're no longer point and click. This is just the very beginning. I'm currently reading lore. Thank you so much for raiding in, Alana. I hope that your stream was absolutely excellent. I really appreciate you. Thank you for sharing your community with me. And I'm Jess. We play a lot of Rimworld too. But I had to tear myself away from Rimworld today, because I said I was going to play Riven, and look, I did it. We did it. Yes, we're playing Riven. So this is, like I said, an adventure puzzle game, and it's the very beginning of it. The very beginning. So, I don't know. Buckle up. Cozy up, whatever you want to do. Because we're getting into it now. I hope that you all had a great time with Alana. I hope you had a great time with Alana. Alana is absolutely wonderful. She is my stream teammate on Halcyon Frequency. She plays a lot of Rimworld and lots of fun indie games. A lot of strategy and simulation and management style games, just like we do here. And she is really sweet. She has a very cozy community. If you haven't followed her, be sure to do so because you won't regret it. This game was so heavily advertised in PC Magazine when it came out. It's the first game you remember seeing ads for. I don't. I actually never played Riven. Myst was a game that I played around with a little bit when I was just a little pipsqueak, but Riven, never before. This is all new for me. And I don't really even have a TLDR to give you all. or TLDW, I should say. I don't have a TLDW because we just started the game. So far, we have been locked up in jail and then we got freed from jail. You keep mixing those two? Mist and Riven. Misty Riven. I thought we were paused. Okay, so I feel like the earthquakes that are happening randomly. I don't feel like there's a specific time between them. Not like I'm counting, but the two earthquakes before this last one were really close together in time. It was never just Riven, it was always Riven, the sequel to Mist. Well, because Mist was like a household name. Mist was a really renowned game. It's like a cult classic for being an adventure, a difficult adventure puzzle game. Cilantro made pizza? That's what I was saying right before you raiders arrived. That Cilantro brought me pizza. He made this. Pizza. I feel like I should try it while it's warm. I'm not hungry though because I just ate granola. You've played Riven, the sequel to Mist. Did you beat it? I guess I have technically played it now too. Okay, let's continue reading the book. I don't know how many pages are left. Where did we leave off? Gen's destructive path could not be allowed to continue, but it was never my wish that the inhabitants of Riven, who already suffered so much, would be the ones to pay for it. But enough! To dwell in the past is to die in the present. And the situation is not the same as it was then. The knowledge I've acquired since that time has yet to be factored into the equation. This is 87,620? So 2 days later? No, wait. 1 day later. I think I have a solution for rescuing Catherine. Why did it not occur to me sooner? I do not know. Unless the thought had been pushed out with the memory of my sons. Memory of my sons. So was this written recently? I kind of assumed that this was going to be an older journal entry, but if he's referring to, oh my gosh, I forgot their names. Red Book and Blue Book guy. How did I forget their names? I said, well, that's definitely who he's referring to, right? Okay, a prison book. Cirrus and Akinar. Yes, that's it. Cirrus and Akinar. Yes, yes, yes. That's it. You had to resort to a guide to solve the ending. Because it went way over your head. Only because you didn't connect two things. Yeah, I mean, I heard that Riven is just one gigantic puzzle. It was a weird time. Games coming out on CDs when we had no CD drive. Hi, Kuma. My dog is trying to be real sneaky and... and pretend like he's not begging for pizza, but he totally is. You're so cute, though. He just, like... He snuck up and he put his head on my... on my leg and just was wagging his tail at me like, I don't want pizza. It's Pizza Thursday. Yeah. Up here. Come say hi. Uma! Hi, buddy. Yeah, you're so good. Dog. Okay, so. Oh wait, there's an ad. I guess let's wait. If you all didn't know, this first stream I think is just gonna be us pretending to play the game. We'll play it for real like next stream. It's Pizza Thursday. Apparently it's Pizza Thursday. Hi, Kuma. Hi, Emmy. I have 2 dogs who want pizza. Here. You're so cute. You can have a piece of pizza. Kuma's like, yes! Mission accomplished. I'm making you hungry and now you want pizza. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. At this point, I'm just waiting for the ads to end and then we're gonna go. Okay, that's not what I didn't mean it how you thought I just said that. Kuma looked at me like, we are? Let's go right now. Your friend's dog is such a good boy that he convinced the vet to give him part of her lunch. That's exactly how Kuma is. Slentre and I actually did a really good job training him not to beg. And then we moved him with family. And he used his charms, his wily charms, to convince everybody else that he's such a good boy. To be fair, he is a really, really good dog, but to the uninitiated, he's too cute. And it's really hard to resist him. He just has these big brown eyes and these cute little ears, and his tail is the most adorable thing. And he's just like, I love you. Wag, 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 wag. You're just the cutest dog. I love you. Okay, a prison book. Many years ago, during a hunting expedition through the ruins of Denis, I chanced upon a formula for a most unusual type of book. Unfortunately, there's an earthquake and I can't read. As my father was then in the habit of confiscating my discoveries, I had to leave it behind. Years later, however, as part of my efforts to protect the vulnerable worlds linked to the books in my library, okay, this is definitely Atress. I was pleased to find I could still recall most of the formula, and with little experimentation, quickly succeeded in creating one of those devices myself. And this part is actually outlined in red, in blood. The procedure is actually quite simple. By altering key lines of text, but slightly... Wait, what? By altering key lines of text, but slightly, a normal linking book's connection can be partially severed, such that anyone who attempts to use the book will be permanently trapped in the dark void of the link. Unless someone else then uses the book, at which point that person becomes trapped, and the first person displaced back into the world. By altering key lines of text but slightly, a normal linking book's connection can be... Oh! Is this how Cirrus and Ekinar got trapped in the books? I wondered. The technique can be applied to books that have already been written. Changes to the text being so slight that anyone who is unfamiliar with the code will be unable to detect them. If my father is indeed unchanged, what better bait could there be than a book that appeared to be a link back here to Denis? Oh, the spot in the very beginning, that's Denis. That's it. Missed is $20 right now. Is on sale. 87.72. So like 12 days later? Trouble. Earthquake. My nightly analysis of the island's condition has revealed that the tremors have started again. The pattern, however, is new. The disturbances are the result of the changes I have made. Tremors, you say? This did not at first concern me. Tremors of this type were one of the possible side effects I'd anticipated during the initial phase of the island's readjustment, but in order to verify my assumptions, I recalculated, incorporating the new data. The results were not what I expected. The damage to the understructure is more extensive than I realized. I can no longer go to Riven as planned. Catherine, forgive me. So, one day later, I must act while I have the time. The signs are as yet barely visible, but there is no question that the island's deterioration is accelerating. Total collapse is imminent unless I can keep ahead of it. And that is becoming increasingly difficult to do. Did he just send us to our death? What a jerk! Okay, this is 2 days later. With every passing moment, I gain a clearer picture of this incredible chaos that my father's shortcuts have yielded. But it's a dismaying process. The complexity of the problem is overwhelming. There is no good end to this. The last few days have convinced me that the collapse of Riven is inevitable, and that at best I can only strive to delay it in the hope that at some point the island will become stable enough to risk a rescue attempt. Okay, but you said that the collapse is inevitable? How is it both inevitable, but there's still hope that it will stabilize? Okay, 2 days later. I think I've come up with a way to subdue the tremors. It will require my exclusive attention for at least a month or two, so it may be necessary to discontinue these journal entries for a while. 6 days later? Something truly miraculous has happened. Beyond all conceivable probability. Inconceivable! Someone has found my lost missed linking book and freed me from this prison. Hey, that was us. That was me! I immediately realized this could be the solution to my dilemma, and I believe my mysterious benefactor is willing to assist me. The logistics of such a scheme are formidable, but the fact that it may not be possible for me to continue my repairs to Riven, while also proceeding with my original intent to find Catherine, has renewed my hopes. And then this is 2 days later. The last few days have left me with little time to work out the remaining problems with sending someone else to Riven. It did occur to me, however, that if a way could be found to signal me once... my father again? It definitely says my father. It's scratched out and says Gen. So I think Gen is Atress's dad. Once my Gen has been captured, it would no longer be necessary to take a real linking book to Riven and thereby risk the possibility of inadvertently freeing him. If a way could be found to signal me once Gen has been captured, it would no longer be necessary to take a real book. The deteriorated state of the gateway image would seem to make use of a visual signal impossible. Yet the picture remains a reliable indicator of Riven's condition nonetheless. By measuring and interpreting variations in the noise patterns, I am still able to observe basic changes that occur in the age, even though I cannot see them. The problem is that my instruments can only detect changes that occur at a fundamental level, and it seems unlikely that an individual would be able to affect such an elementary change from within an age. The idea may be foolish. Okay, you lost me here. The gateway image is deteriorated. He can watch, he can observe basic changes within the age, although he cannot see them directly. My instruments can only detect changes at a fundamental level, and it seems unlikely that an individual would be able to affect such an elementary change from within an age. Still, there is a known weakness that may be worth investigating. An unstable anomaly. Anomaly! Rimworld! That appears as a rift between two separate realms. The Star Fissure. But how this feature might be exploited, I cannot say. A rift between two separate realms, the Star Fissure. A weakness. Sending someone to Riven also means that once signaled, I will have to leave my writing in order to take a real linking book there myself. Provided my father is safely out of the way, this should take a little time. Assuming the island does not incur any serious damage during my absence, I should then be able to return to Gavir and hold it together long enough for Catherine to evacuate the remaining islanders. So I really feel like he could have told us all of this instead of leaving it to us in a book. He had days to write about this. Like, he found out about us on the 13th of, I assume July. It has been 3 days! In those 3 days, he had no time to talk about any of this? You wonder where his sons got it from. Which thing in particular? Predetermining a specific signal may simply be impossible, but I'm afraid there can only be one answer to the question of whether or not I should send my friend to Riven with a new... out? Oh, no, with a way out. Hi, Tomorrowwind! Hello, did I just start, or have we been exploring for a while? We started like maybe 45 minutes ago, but we have not even left the little intro area. I fiddled with some settings for a while, and I've just been reading this book now. A very long entry. We're reading the journal. Hi, HD Luca. Hello.
Hello, Jess and Chad.
Hello to you. Thank you so much for the 9 months of support. Thank you. That's a Twitch babby. Yay! Thank you. Welcome back. I hope you're doing great today. I appreciate your support. CD-ROMs only had 750 megabytes. Yeah, I know, but still. He said there's no time to explain. He had 3 days to explain. Where did I leave off? Here. Finished the old Riven, and this new one in VR. You won't spoil anything except to say the Cyan team really managed to make an already legendary game even better. That's awesome. I'm happy to hear it. Is this a mystery/puzzle game? Yeah, so this is a remake of Riven. Yeah, the original game was made in 1997. And it's this sequel to Myst, which we played a few months ago, which was also an adventure puzzle game. It was a point-and-click adventure puzzle game. It was renowned for its puzzles, and it had a few iterations of remakes, but then when was that version published? Myst. 2021. Yeah, so they remade it an entirely new engine in 2021. And they also have been working on this one. You know about Myst. So this is the sequel to Myst. This is Riven, and then this is the remake of Riven. It came out 2 days ago. He meant there's not enough storage on the disc to explain. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but still. Back in the day, you could sometimes put CD-ROMs into CD players and play audio tracks on it. It's cool. Myst walked so Riven could run. Riven is quite a bit more challenging. Myst equals, here's the solution behind the elevator. Riven is, haha, good luck. Cool! I have a guide that the devs sent me. Just in case I get stuck and we can't figure it out in chat. I have a guide. So, like, the way that I would like to do this would be no spoilers. Like, chat can... You can talk about things and giggle amongst yourselves how I don't know what I'm doing. That's totally fine. But I personally don't want any spoilers or, like, story spoilers or puzzle spoilers unless I specifically ask. And then if chat doesn't know, we have a guide. You remember your friend pulling the Twisted Metal game out of the PS1 and popping in a music CD and playing the music with the game running in the RAM. Also keeping a physical notebook as a friend. Yeah. So by physical notebook, my version was an Obsidian database, which is basically like a super fancy notebook. Although it was stored on my NAS, and my NAS died, so I lost my database. So we can start a new one, but I'm kind of bummed about that actually. They don't want people to quit the game or get frustrated. It's probably so that way streamers don't get frustrated or stuck. Just in case. Thanks for the follow. Welcome. Welcome. Okay, so predetermining a specific signal may simply be impossible, but I'm afraid there can only be one answer to the question of whether or not I should send my friend to Riven with a way out. The potential for success will be greatly increased and the possibility of disaster greatly diminished if the prison book is all that is taken there. My father is no doubt expecting me to bring a linking book to Riven. May he not be disappointed. Oh, that's the end. Okay, so what I pull from this book is Gen is Atress' father, and he conveniently highlighted this portion of the text for us, saying that he learned how to make a fake linking book, which will actually trap people in between realms if they use it incorrectly, which I think is what he did to Cirrus and Ekinar. And I'm basically bringing a fake book with me so that we can trap him there. And Gen is bad. What did he say about Gen at the very beginning? The problem now is Gen. I'll never be able to rescue Catherine and relocate the islanders if he is still the man he used to be. So there was one other thing. Okay. The last few days have left me little time to work out the remaining problems of sending someone else to Riven. It did occur to me, however, that if a way could be found to signal me once Gen had been captured, it would no longer be necessary to take a real linking book to Riven and thereby risk the possibility of inadvertently freeing him. So by captured, air quotes, he means locked in the linking book. In the void. Trapped in the dark void of the link. That's what he means by captured. And then if there was a way to signal Atress once that's done... Using the gateway image device. Okay, the deteriorated state of the gateway image would seem to make use of a visual signal impossible, yet the picture remains a reliable indicator of Riven's condition nonetheless. By measuring and interpreting variations in noise patterns, I'm still able to observe basic changes that occur in the age on a fundamental level. The question is whether or not an individual can affect such an elementary change from within an age to allow Atress to see it. Ugh. Sending someone to Riven also means that once signaled, I would have to leave my writing in order to take a real linking book there myself. Okay, I understand the plan. I get the plan. I've got the plan. I get it. And let me tell you the plan before I catch up with chat. Okay, the plan is, I'm fairly certain that Atress sent us here with a fake linking book. And anybody who uses it incorrectly, i.e. the text is altered slightly, and so when Gen tries to use the book, he'll be captured in the dark void forever. And once that happens, we need to do something to affect an elemental change on a fundamental level, whatever that means in Atress speak, I don't know, but then he'll be able to see it from his gateway image, and then he himself can come to Riven with a linking book and free me, us, and Catherine, and the islanders. Evacuate the remaining islanders, because Riven is deteriorating. Or falling apart. Collapsing. Imploding. Okay, that's the plan. That's what I got. You think the series is best played on stream? That way, you're totally sucking. Get a slight nudge from chat instead of total spoiler from online. Actually, that's exactly what happened when I was playing Myst. There was the puzzle cart, the minecart puzzle that had me completely stumped. I had no clue what was going on there, and chat was able to connect the dots for me. Like, all it was it's sound-based, Jess. Oh. Hi, Solarn! He basically made them trap invaders and told his sons not to use them, and why not? And they assumed he was hiding things from them. Yeah, that little bit of story was not really explained in Myst. And if it was, I missed it. I missed it. This family and their drama. Apparently, you know, it's a huge burden to bear. So, in case you missed this, there's a dead person down here. That's the person who shocked me when we first loaded up and we were here in this jail cell. It legit spooked me. Okay, and so the only other thing that we did was wander around looking at stuff. This is a gigantic sword, or like a dagger. Is it not? Like, this is the hilt? That's the blade? What's this? The heck? I don't think I can do anything in here. I feel like I'm looking at the sky. And then there's this thing too. These give me eyelash vibes. I feel like this is a gigantic eye. There's some amusing inconsistencies that you kind of have to hand wave. Like, how did the pages get scattered around Myst if Atress and his sons were already trapped? That's a good point. Okay, and this thing is stuck. So it probably can't turn until we do something here. And judging by the mechanism, it's probably like steam-based, maybe? And there's this thing. I don't know what this does either. Can we pull it? No. So I feel like the tremors have only occurred when we're looking in the book. And this is the door that goes up there. So you're across the bridge and up there, and there's also a bridge up here in line with this bridge. Okay, so now we're all on the same page. We read the book and we looked at these things again. This and this are the only two things I found to interact with. Besides this lever, but there's a little doohickey thing shoved in here that is preventing me from using that. Okay, so up the stairs. We've seen two people so far, and one of them is this person. And the other is MIA. Press the escape button on your keyboard to open the menu. Save screenshot to notebook. What's this? I like that you can zoom. What is that? Is that just like a split in the water? A sinkhole? Is that what a sinkhole in the middle of a body of water would look like? Yeah, it's a rift. And stuff is coming out of it. The water here is funny. I'd say so. Which way to go? Left? Straight or right? It's clown tears. Reality is broken! Beetles? Beetle? 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 Beetle with a pulley? This is the same symbol that was in that little jail cell. And this must be the language of Riven? It's a wee peephole. This is spoopy. I can't tell, is that open? Like, am I looking through it? Okay, wait, but... No, I guess that could be behind it. It looks like you should just be able to stick your fingers right through there. But what if it's actually a looking glass? What if we're spying on somebody? Stop being creepy. Okay, so a way that we could check that out, I guess, is to go down the stairs. And take a peek and see if there's a spinning globe over there. Oh! Look. Okay, yeah, it's definitely... We're just peeking in. We're peeking through. Does the game have fall damage? I don't think so. Unless Riven is vastly different from Mist. Like, Mist, there was no way to die really either. Except through your own personal insanity. Look at this. I just saw that lit up. Fall damage would be mean. Hi there, Zach. Thanks for the posture check, Ruinen. It was dark for a second, and then it lit up. Maybe it's because it... I think it's just... weird perspective. Okay, so here's another one of these things. This is the same thing that... Oh! This right here? In the wood. This is a locked keypad. It's like a 5-prong keyhole. That... the game can't load fast enough. Is the same thing as is right here. This little, what do you call those things? Thrown knives? Which is the same thing as this. It's a blade with a hilt and a circle. That's what that is. Shuriken? Shuriken. Kukri? I don't know. But the person who had, like, the... I'm just gonna call them sand dwellers, because that's, like, the only name I can think of. That's who had that tool. Slash weapon. Button. Wait, what? That was like right here? Sugar and discs, aren't they? Or stars? I don't know. Ah! Look up there. Hi, Jerry Mondo! Care for some non-spoiler lore. It's about 3 text blocks long. It's pretty interesting background if you want. If not, no worries. I mean, if it's non-spoilery, sure. Press X to take a photo. You can access your photos through the menu. So you could do that in the Myst Remake too. Yo, here, perfect. X. And then there was a way to put it in your notebook. Save screenshot to notebook. Write notes here. This is a note! Escape. This is a note. Cool. The Denis people invented writing linking books. Writing world books is a very difficult skill. There is always a master book that, when made, creates a link to an already existing world. Since this master book is dangerous to alter, it's kept locked away, and there are linking books that link to a master book. In the Denis religion, writing these books creates a bridge to other existing realities in a complex web they call the Great Tree. Their homeworld was overrun by poison gas, so they created a master book that linked to Kavir. Oh, Atress and Kavir. And what blew your mind is the new homeworld Kavir is an uncontacted subterranean civilian on Earth. So Denis is on Earth near New Mexico, and they don't contact surface people. Also, the Starry Fissure is a linking space between dimensions. Between the dimensions, one end of the fissure comes out on Earth, which explains how when Atress dropped the book into the fissure, your character found it on Earth, and thus Myst started. Also, Riven was an age that Gen wrote. Gen isn't a master writer, and is pretty terrible at it. Thus, it is beginning to collapse. The reason Atress has to stay in Kavir is because he has to be constantly writing in the master copy of Riven to stabilize the age, or else all of its inhabitants would die, which is why the entire time he must be writing and needs you. Interesting. That's interesting. I feel like that would have been maybe good lore to include in the game itself. I actually find the physics on this to be really satisfying. Oh look, there's another fissure in the water. Oh, there's a bunch of them. They look really weird. Yes, this is a remake. It came out 2 days ago. Gen is a dirty plagiarizer, that's why he wrote this place so bad. Okay, no spoilers. The Riven did not have walking. Yeah, original Myst and Riven were point and click. They were first person, but point and click. The remakes, as you can see, are first person, and they're like fully freeform. There are books that came out shortly after Riven released that go into the backstory of Denis and Atress' life before Myst. Cool. Yeah, there are 3 books. Okay, well, that's interesting. The 3rd book is a follow-up after Riven takes place. Neat. This reminds me of that one cellar on Myst that you walk into and you have to press the buttons. Hello? I'm like actually kind of scared that I'm gonna run into somebody. Is this a door? It's a big thing is what it is. There's like a cow god person, and lots of people bending over in submission or in reverence. Why not both? What's this? It is food in a really big flask, laid before a gigantic shoe. Alien. If these lights don't stop turning off on me. And the same thing's over here too. There's a medallion around this thing. Looks like a fish statue. Now, I can sprint, I can zoom in, but I can't jump. Is this just like a gigantic... I'm so tired today, my vocabulary is dwindled. Pyre? Looks like we need to be lighting a big fire in here. Out of lasers. Yeah, actually these all look like they're aimed to meet in a central location here. Like, Shiroom. Because look, these ones are tilted downwards. These ones are straight ahead-ish. And then these ones are pointed up. So I feel like these are lasers. And they also look like darts. Laser darts. All of their energy beams are going to coalesce in the center. Yeah, this is my first time playing any version of Riven. Yeah, I've not played Riven. Until today. Their priest is the cooker of the fish. No fish in their hands. You're totally here for the ride. We've got a little bit more time in the stream today, and then tomorrow we'll probably play this. Now that I'm in it. I ripped off the band-aid. And now I'm invested. I am invested, so we'll probably play this tomorrow. Okay, so I think we explored everything that we have access to without pushing any buttons. So now it's time to push buttons. You don't want to miss the stream tomorrow then. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, the stream's gonna be at the same time tomorrow. Just whatever time it is for you right now. 5 hours and 15 minutes ago is when I start. And usually for the first 30 minutes to 2 hours, we we usually just have a chatting session. Today it was 2 hours long of chatting. I don't know how that happened, but it did, okay? And then we did the gameplay. Gotta start booping. Yeah, so I did boop this, and I don't think this will work until something happens here. It just, since I've played Myst now, and I've got an eye for how everything interconnects. Assuming that they put this all together in the same way, then yeah, like something needs to happen with this for this to work. And then what happens when you do that, I don't know. But it does something important because it moves. This thing doesn't really look like it does anything, but it also looks like this piece should slide forward on these rails, and then these parts are on a track here as well. They've even got wheels to roll on this track. So at which point it would push forward into this, and then what? I don't know. There's a... I have no idea what this mechanism is called. But there are wheels here for this to raise and lower. A gear thingy to turn it. So this is the power source. There's the exhaust. Okay. So I'm gonna guess this is steam powered or something. And I can't use this, and I have no idea what's happening here. Hi, Emil Akmir! It's unbelievable how good this game looked for its time. Do you think the remake still captures the magic of the original? I don't know! I have never played the original. I don't own the original either. Rack and Pinion? That's what this is called? I tapped out. Oh. I was trying to see if the original Riven is on here. Steam. For a whopping $2.39. Add to cart. It's on sale. 60% off. I'll buy it too. Oh! I missed this. I missed it! The straight part is called the rack, and the gear that rolls on it is the pinion. So that's the rack? And the gear that rolls on it is a pinion. So that? Yeah, this is really loud, actually. When I open it, it sounds like... I'm trying to, like... figure out how to describe this. It's almost... So, when you try to open it, it seems like it's really hard to open. A vacuum. Yeah, yes, exactly. It's almost like it's being held down. Like it's really hard to open. Okay. Somebody needs to hold this open for me. Why is it so loud? Everything else has been like... Everything else has been okay. Does it save for you automatically? I think... No. Temple Island. It's 4:20 p.m. You know what that means. Okay, so there's a button that we can press here, and then there's 5 strings we can pull. But obviously this big red button needs to be pressed. Ugh! Take me with you! No! Whoa. The whole room turned. Wait. Did anything else change? My first instinct was to jump in the room with it, and it specifically locked me out, so I couldn't do that. That's just a light. Now that I know that there are people in this game, I'm actually kind of nervous to just run around all willy-nilly. It's a whale! It's definitely a whale. You said it looks like a fish, it's a whale. There's its teeth, look. Whale teeth. There's its big eye. This is like bloody, right? Up here? I didn't actually see if I could poke anything. No, doesn't seem like it. Yeah, so I gotta remember to check the walls because I missed some stuff in Mist. I'm really not trying to make puns on Mist. I'm not trying to, it just keeps happening. Doesn't let you in there once you press the button. But there were a few times where I sprinted by a wall and I was missing stuff. Okay, as soon as you press that button, you can't go in there. It would be really unfortunate if you pressed the button and then walked behind there and got stuck forever. Wouldn't it? Okay, so these are all the same still. That's where the door was before, but the door is now facing this thing. Okay, I'm getting the idea here. All that's left is to pull some strings. Missing all kinds of things. You like how methodical I am? How did playing this treat me? It was a lot of fun. It took me a long time though. But yeah, when I first played Mist, I think some members of chat got a little frustrated because I was so methodical about it. I assembled a vault of notes and screenshots. I did actually. The playlist from when we played through Mist is actually linked at the top of chat. My YouTube archive of my live stream. So I don't think anything else changed, right? All of this is unaffected by... Oh my gosh, I just realized! Remember how after the first quake, there was a pod thing that zipped off this way? I bet you it was the person that stole the book from his body's not here. From our murdered friend. He got in the getaway car and left. Where did the body go? His body's gone. Was he not actually dead? Is he a zombie now? Did this become a horror game? Is that a bug? Or intentional? Did this change when I did that? I feel like I don't even know what this is. I'm just sticking my head into a really big... What do you call the horn thingy? Like I'm thinking like a classic record player type thing that had the horn that comes off it. What do you call that piece? The getaway roller coaster. It was easy to tell in the original because you can see him move a little. He was just knocked out. Oh. Gramophone. Yeah! That's what this reminds me of. I'm just sticking my head in a gramophone. That was good in your book. A bit of frustration is right at passage. It makes the moment it clicks and you solve it so much more rewarding. Riven is hard, but rewarding. So I wonder what... That is spicy. I was not expecting that to be spicy. Whew. It would have been fine, so it was a piece of sausage. But it was really crispy. Because it got really crispy in the oven. So I just broke it off and I was just expecting sausage, but I wasn't expecting spicy crispy sausage. So I bit into it and it turned into spicy flakes that coated the back of my throat. Okay, yeah, I think the only thing that we can do is start pulling on strings. Spice explosion. It wasn't that bad. I think it was just spicy sausage, just I wasn't expecting it. So which string do we pull first? This one. Hello? Look, you see the stabby knives that they got in their hands? Those are the same ones. Except they don't have the circle around the hilt. What are we looking at here? God. God's apostles. Raining notes from the sky. They're building something. In the far left, it looks like somebody is building something and the other person is holding a blueprint. That is the same person as is in the next screenshot thing over. I like how I call them screenshots. Handing what might that be? Scripture to students. And then teaching them how to become a deadly squad of assassins. It was a scripture on assassinating. So now the assassins have been born and raised, and then in screenshot number 4, I'm not really sure what's happening here. He's got some sort of instrument. And then in screenshot 5, pages are falling from the sky. I wonder if I can leave that open? Okay, it closes when you walk away. What does this one say? Is that also God? Yeah, grumpy face. With a really long nose, big eyes, loby ears. Okay. Short hair. One and the same. Is this, Man, I really wish I had my obsidian vault. Because Channelwood. Like all the names have to come back to me. Is this Channelwood? Because those are definitely trees, and there are huts in the trees with the long bridges. Between things, I think this is Channelwood. And the water beneath it, too. The moon and the sun. And a book. He's wearing a book for a crown. I didn't remember the words. I had to Google it. Looks like a Calvin from a ship. Is it the Assassin's Creed? Too bad nobody here knows what a creed is, because that's an excellent pun. I thought you were just referring to the game. Yeah, okay. So I was thinking that maybe this had to be something related to the linking book. I think we're reading these out of order. So, okay, I don't even know where to start. So this one. We've been to Channelwood. I'm like 90% positive this is Channelwood. And Channelwood was one of the worlds that we explored in Mist, and it had the everything was built in trees. The ground level was really watery with the bridges, remember? And there were a bunch of huts with the wood bridges. In the trees? The rope bridges, I mean? In the trees? Nobody was there anymore, but... Cirrus's room. I'm fairly certain it was Cirrus. Cirrus's building in the treetops. He had a bunch of gold. Like, the thing that we noticed when we were playing through Mist was that everything that appeared to be Sirius's collection was like pretty snazzy. Like a lot of gold, a lot of really wealthy looking items. And so anyways, what I'm noticing here is this person that they're revering on their feet, for instance, has some gold around their ankles, around their wrists, on their shoulders, and then they have the book. And he almost looks like he's falling out of the book. Like the book is the dominating feature here, but then like mysterious god dude is coming from the book with the book. They exist alongside each other. And then here, not 100% positive what's happening in 1, 2, 3, or 4, but pages are falling from the sky and people are picking them up. People that almost look like the 5 figures above, and above them is God book person. So I think this is in some way signifying like God person apostles, and then they are spreading ideas or instructions to the people. So teaching them to be little assassins, but then they're also building things. What if gold equals power? The way that the IRL powerful pretend it does. It's probably something of the sort. Okay, so in this one, I feel like this one's pretty self-explanatory. God person is writing in a linking book, or I guess this might be a world book. He's making a world. Out of his pen, ideas like life are flowing. Life is flowing. Ideas are flowing, life is flowing out of the pen. So I feel like this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this is the one we just looked at. I'm struggling with the controls. Yeah, so giving birth to a world and then showing up in it and being like, I'm amazing, worship me, kind of stuff. So then 1, what am I looking at here? We're looking at a volcano at the bottom, trees, but they're stumps. And then in the top left, that almost looks like a log being fed through a wood chipper. And then out comes wood chips. On the other side, that looks familiar too. What do you think they use for ink? I don't know. Climate change caused by industrialization. Well, so notice there are the 5 people again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's the symbol again on their hand with the 5 petals. I don't have anything to gesticulate with. I'm pointing to the top right. That looks really familiar. I can't remember where I saw that at. So I'm seeing cut down trees and create book out of it. There's a hand with 5 petal leaves and then 5 people. They all have long hair. And like this person here does not look like that. Short hair, fancy robes, and jewelry. But these people here have medallions on and like golden hands and like maybe That's just how they look. But they're wearing head wrappings, so let me look at this one again. Nope, this one? I think these are the same people. I need an eye focus sensor so I can see where I'm gesticulating. I know! I actually really like one of those. That's definitely something that I would love for the stream. Oh, I just got an achievement. Discover the story of Gen told through art. Oh, the story of Gen. Okay, so I think this is part 5. So, that's Gen. I'm taking it in. I think this is basically the start of Mist. This is Gen being cast out. I think that the big person in the center is Gen, because Gen is still in charge, like based on the notebook. This is the rift in the water outside. I don't think so. So if you remember the original opening scene in Mist, let me just YouTube that. I don't know what's happening back there. I just want the intro. Oh gosh, not that one. That was really loud. I just want the intro. My foot fell asleep. What? Stupid loud. Okay, I don't know whose playthrough this is. Full screen. Yep. Okay, this. Look at the rift in the sky.
I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse.
Starry
of which I had
expanse?
only a fleeting
Rift
glimpse.
in the sky? Book?
I've tried to speculate where it might have landed, but I must admit that such conjecture is futile. Still, the questions about whose hands might one day hold my Mist book are unsettling to me.
Okay, that's pretty much all we need to see. That was pretty much it. So, what I'm getting at is I feel like this is that moment. Because there are stars here, starry expanse, there's a book, there's a person falling in, and that's definitely a rift, right? My first thought it was the water outside too. But I think this is Gen throwing Atress into the rift. And actually there was that bit of chat lore that we read earlier. I don't know why it's twitching like this. When Atress dropped the linking book into the fissure, your character finds it on Earth. Yeah. Yep. The events are being recast to aggrandize again, but it's definitely Atress falling into the fissure. Family drama times 10. Yeah, I think that's what's happening. So that's Gen. And according to the notebook that we read, son, father. Family drama. Also, it kind of looked like Show me that again. He has the same look about him. I'm not talking about Gen, I'm talking about Atress. Like, the gold cuffs around ankles and wrists, and like the white robe. That they are maybe wearing here? Except he has this is actually robes that was like a white shirt and white pants. And they're wearing medallions? The symbol around Gen's neck is the same symbol that is seen right here in the very center. Like two rectangles. Yeah. I'm positive that's Atress being cast into the void. Do we know whether Gen is related to Atress? Yeah, I think they confirmed that by right here. This sentence. It did occur to me, however, that if a way could be found to signal me once my father Gen had been captured, it would no longer be necessary to take a real linking book to Riven. So like he started saying my father and then said Gen, which is weird because that's the only spot in the entire journal where he does that. He bounces back and forth between Gen and my father pretty freely, but that's the only spot where it's confirmed that Gen is Atress's father. Yeah, exactly, Solarn. This is the story of Gen as told by who? Gen? Probably. This is Riven and this is his island. Or his world. I feel like there are a lot of hints here in this particular picture. First off, in that leftmost panel, I think that is probably something to do with a puzzle. And then in the fourth over, there's like the blocks on the wall, the squares, and he's holding like a... I don't have words for any of these things. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be more well rested. Okay, look, one of these things. I happen to have one on hand. What is this thing called? A compass? No, it's not a compass. Is it a compass? No. You know what I'm talking about. I feel like this is what he's holding. It is a compass. Is this not what he's holding? It is a compass. And then there's 1, 4, 5, 4, 11. Some Tetris. Okay, I'm glad it actually was a compass. That makes me feel better. In the original CD release, there were 5 discs, and each sleeve had one of the murals. That's cool. So, yeah, brain is failing. I'm really tired today, and so one thing that happens to me, I'm sure this happens to like everybody, but in particular, when I'm very sleep deprived, I just, like, words, I don't know, I can't think of words for half of things. I feel like I need a key for this. It describes the encompassing of something. It's a compass. I wonder where this dude went. I'll stick my head in here again. What are we even looking at? I feel like I'm looking at a starry sky. I also don't know what this is supposed to be. I feel as if I'm looking inside this thing, but then it changes. If the compass has 2 points for measuring distance on maps, it is a compass caliper. Oh, calipers. There is a circle drawing compass too. That's what this thing is. I'm not really sure why I have it, to be honest. I got it for a cosplay project a while back. I don't remember why. But it draws nice circles. This was like a drawbridge. This is definitely a drawbridge. This is totes a drawbridge. Yeah, it retracts. Maybe. I feel like, yeah, it does. Because over here, it looks like this piece of the bridge pulls back. You remember from high school geometry? I don't feel like I ever really talked about those in high school geometry. Nor did I receive one. A circle-making compass. Who closed the door? So now that I know those other people, that kind of makes the option to turn up the footstep audio a little bit spooky. There's a specific volume line for footstep volume. I'm just gonna make it a little louder just in case someone tries to sneak up on me. I'll have eyes in the back of my head. I feel like I'm being watched. So I definitely thought this dude was dead. And if I knew he wasn't, I would have checked after every time I pressed the button. Like, which thing in particular caused him to wake up. Okay, I don't actually know what we're supposed to do. Except press the button again. The door? The door was sealed regardless of this tower thing moving. Like, irrespective of the tower turning, there was the plating was pre-existing in the doorway. You found it already. Okay, so now we're back in the original position. Okay, well, I didn't try clicking it. Fortunately and unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be the answer. I would have facepalmed if that was the way to open it, or just to click it. Yeah, so this gate is here no matter what. Okay, how open? This is the walkway that we see from down below. I'm just realizing. There's a button over there. Just stick your hand through and press the button. Line up the stars. I don't know that it works that way. Yeah, so I think that one door is right here. So there's a button we have to press, I think, probably to open the door. But I feel like there's something here. Something with this. I think this is where Heki was yesterday, where she was like, I'm stuck. Because now I'm stuck too. I feel like I'm looking at a microscope. You're talking about the star shape represented on the gate when I was looking through the slot. You just wanted them to align. Oh, not to solve. Brain dead, weekend starts now. Heck yeah. I wonder if... Okay, so... Let me just stick my head in a bunch of places real quick. Still a vacuum. Okay. I'm gonna turn the tower again. And see if I'm able to turn that switch. Because right now those are the only interactable things we have. Run, 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 run. And I definitely see some steam up here. So I feel like when the tower thing turns, it's probably also redirecting... The steam power, I assume, exists. Still a vacuum. Still a microscope. Still stuck. Also, this looks like it opens. Okay. That seems to me to be the only puzzle that we have right now. The game and the slot have the same star. Yeah, that seems to be everywhere. It all seems to be the same. Okay. The rock. I was really hoping something was gonna happen. Maybe I just need to hold this open for a while. I don't know. Yeah, see all the steam up there? Just ignore the sun beating down on us. Right there. You see all that steam? I feel like we have to use that. Oh, that's probably a vent. Is it the last rotation before it goes back to the spot it was in before? It's all the same. Noisy. Okay, I at least want to figure out this puzzle before the end of the stream. Come on, chat, we can figure this out. We can figure this out! I got this! Maybe there's something else I'm supposed to do here. If I turn on the smart cursor, that would probably give me more hints. Oh, I wasn't checking to see if that door is open, but I don't think it would be. they got way more use for the pointy end than drawing circles when you grew up. Where you grew up, ooh. That's harsh. Okay, those of you who don't know how to solve the puzzle, do you have any ideas? I want not a peep out of those of you who do know how to solve the puzzle. Unless you can contribute to the conversation. Non-spoiler like. Are all the stars the same? I think so. It's like a star, but also a flower. That just seems to be their symbol. The funny thing is they've changed things in this so it could be a completely different solution, which is why you're excited to buy this and play it. No, you can't hop into the alcoves while it's rotating. Also, I was just kidding about not a peep thing. If you all like want to chat, like feel free to. Just no spoilers. Yeah, once you press the button, you get locked out. Hi, Yaksha! Anything special on the floor symbol? You can't press the button from within an alcove. Oh, you know what? I didn't try that. No! They saw through that plan. Now the floor symbol looks the same too. Any day now. So the only thing that seems to me like could be a way to progress the puzzle is this right here, because now the door is in a different spot, right? Now the door faces this thing rather than here. So there was this walkway, and then there was this one. But we just gotta get these gates to open. Seems to me like someone just needs to pull that switch. Right there. Or maybe press the button on the other side. There are some changes from the original, so it feels fresh, honoring the original spirit of the game. So if you played the original, you'll enjoy some differences that are fun. I have not played the original. What if it's a silver thing? You have to get to the other side first, and this lets you get back faster. This is a travel thing. Not quite the same, but not far off. That the solution is BS? Okay. Cool. I'm just not even sure what our goal is right this second. Okay, so now it is back to the original state. There are a couple things that we can interact with. One of them being this. And this looks simple enough, like we just need a key. Wait a second. Not one of these, right? Maybe a big rock. Can we push the button and step into this? No. Hydro Tazra, but no, unfortunately, I can't do that. I did click on the dagger. I am clicking. Yeah, because look, there's like stairs up to here. The hand is changing on the door. Can we pull the pins out of the... Flamethrower, you're so smart. Have you played this before? You have to figure out the solution to the puzzle to advance. You're helping. Okay, we made it in. I can't believe that was a solution. Just pull the pin out. Okay. Hello? So now we did this, I think we need to rotate the building. An ad cut in right before I found the solution. We figured out what the answer was. Yeah, Flamethrower said, "Can you pull the pin out of the hinges?" And I clicked it, and it just like, that was it. That was the answer. Okay. So I feel like we need to turn this two times. 2 times. Way better than the OG solution. What was the OG solution? Do I actually want to know? Because maybe that like comes into play later. Amazing misdirection on this puzzle. Okay, that was 2 times, right? You crawl under the door. The OG solution is to click the bottom of the door and then crawl under. I don't really know what this helps us to accomplish. TBH. Except that now the door is here? I can't just like push this through the door, right? No, maybe. I definitely just saw the cursor change for like a little bit of a second. Yeah. Not really sure what that does for us exactly, because this is still locked. Put the room back to the other rotation, then we can use the new passage to get to the globe. No, but the door is still shut. There's a bloody streak on the wall. And there's blood there too. I don't know that we can poke it with a stick. But that was the first step of the solution, right? So now that's open, and I feel like okay. We've already checked stuff while this is in this position, but let's just go peek over here. You thought it was Friday. It's because JSOG said it was the weekend. It's JSOG's weekend. How come earlier this door shut? I opened it, and then it shut again. And I opened it again. It's your Friday.
Friday, and gotta get down on Friday.
And it's Friday for some time zones too. I didn't even think to look in the corner. This is where I'm gonna hide from the baddies. It's an open and shut case. So I feel like our ultimate goal is to open this door. At least right now, at this stage in the game. Because that's the way that murder person fled with our book. They definitely opened that door and they left that way. And now they're over here. So I think that's where we're trying to go. But first we have to get there. You'll just see yourself to the dungeon. It's an open and shut case. I feel like this is supposed to come out too. Were you saying that this part was the misdirection? That's how you do it. Literally send yourself to the dungeon. You don't want to go, you just want to trick someone else into going. Well, you succeeded because J-Sog put himself in the dungeon. Okay. So, what was the point of doing this part? I cannot take this. Nor can I take the hinge. Tapioca pudding day? I want some pudding. Hi, Spiffy Ball Guy! Hello! Oh! Wait, no. Yeah! No. Yes! Okay, I got it. I got it. We need to turn this... Is this, I got it. I need this to go 1, 2. And this goes 1, 2! Ah! Yeah. 2 more button presses. And then we can enter that door and we can go to the other side. With the steam. You attacked your IT team with your punny power today. Did they survive? Yeah, so then we turn this again. This door will go here. And then this door opens up there. We're so smart. Enjoy the Lurk to Morrowind! Yeah! Alright! So, what happens if I press the button? What happens if I pull the switch? It opened! It opened! Yeah! You're more of a chatter. Oh, it's a good job. Yeah, we did it. It's definitely a little steamy contraption. Oh, what's happening? Sweet. Okay, there was a switch to pull, and I assume if we press the button, it turns the whole tower. Okay, now we have to turn the whole tower again, but I just actually wanted to make sure that's what it did before I just assumed. They were troubleshooting the camera system, and in the switch it showed there was a short in the cable. I simply replied in chat, well, I guess that is the short of it. All of your director peers thought it was funny as heck, though? Nice. Laughing is good. You remember this part from a long time ago? We're in! Yes! Whoa, that's trippy as heck, but that's definitely like a moon cycle, right? Either that or it's an eye opening and blinking. It hurts my eyes. And that's Sauron watching you. As a hater of puns in your youth, you now have mastered them 40 years later. GG. This seems dangerous. Oh, look, that's where this path goes, right there. Also hurts my ears. This is trippy. It's a funky moon cycle and a funky blink. Yeah. Okay, so for the most part, most of the frames are spent like opening the eye thing up, like open and close, but there is just a few frames where it goes from left to right. It's very fast rotating. Yeah, close, open, and then like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it goes back to this. So closing, opening, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then goes back to that. It might have been 6 frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I can't count that fast. Heck am I even supposed to do with this? Oh. Like there's a thing I can do. Well, I'm not really sure what I'm doing with that, so maybe let's not press that too many times. It's only dangerous if you fall. You're shopping the Steam sale, you haven't bought a game in 1.5 months. I put 2 games in my cart. One of them is Resident Evil, the original remaster, because I promised chat, sort of, that I would play Resident Evil 1. It's more like I put it on a wheel of rewards, and it wasn't ever supposed to happen. And then, you know, it landed on the Resident Evil 1. Probability happened. Precisely. So, the other thing I put in my cart is the original Riven. That way I can compare and contrast my experiences. I promised you very certainly. Yeah, I'll do it eventually. I didn't say when I would play. Mwahaha. It could be like a year and a half from now. Remember when I said I would play It Takes Two again? It takes 2 years to play it again. Although, to be fair, I did actually try to play It Takes Two, and it just didn't work. Nothing changed there. Still a vacuum. Still a microscope. So far, you only have 0 secret in your cart. What you will do is add 37 games and whittle it down to 2. Oh my gosh. I was totally right. I'm not really sure how this thing is connected to that thing, but cool. And this opened up like I thought it would. It's The two rectangles. Okay, okay. Oh. This reminds me of a particular puzzle. It missed. Okay, wait, I have an idea. I'm trying to get an idea of the pattern, but I can do it this way. Four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that's all the pieces. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's finite combinations. It can be brute forced. Is that blood? I'm trying not to think about it. This seems like a math problem. Only 387 million combinations. I use the term math problem loosely because, like, this symbol... Actually, that's the only spot where it appears. But, like, this one here is 9 plus 6 together. And then this one is 6 plus 7. This one is 6 plus 8. I'm not really sure that has to do anything. What that has to do with anything. Oh, gosh, this goes back up. Oh, it's broke. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, no, this is spinning the other way. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? Okay, there we go. 1 billion possible combination. 10 digits. Where am I supposed to get the info for this? Except, remember how I said that one panel kind of seemed like a clue? Would have been faster just to run around. I think it's actually 10 billion. There are several brute force resistant puzzles. Oh my gosh, wait, we never went this way. It's getting late. Whoa. I just got an achievement. Enter the Great Gold Dome. Ooh, we're in the dome. The dome has been entered. My footsteps are echoing. Okay, let's come back to this. Let's come back to that. That's gonna spur a whole bunch of questions for me, and then I will never stop streaming today. Maybe that's a tomorrow thing. Is this the one I want? Nope. Yeah, so there are cubes. Am I 1, 4, 5, 4, 11. I feel like it's actually 4, 6, 15. Like, that block of 4 is its own unit. And then the 5 that are missing that little corner piece, I'm talking about this panel right here. Like, there's a single block. It looks like it Tetrises right into that 5 block. And then these blocks right here look like they Tetris together. You feel like Riven is screaming for a 4K Dolby Colors monitor experience with that beautiful water. Yeah. And then also, the first panel kind of has some shapes. Some shapesy shapes. Let me just go check over here real fast. Door's still closed. Nothing's changed. I don't think. Maybe the answers are in the gold dome. The answer's probably in the sphere. Maybe. Yeah, probably. Yeah. It's 10 blocks. As I'm running, my frame rate is dropping. 1, 2, I think probably 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh, that right there is totally the way to get to that bridge. Over down there, beneath me. It wraps around. It's either that door or that one. We saw that from the spinning, rotating orb over here. Actually, that might be this door. Based on the placement of the orb. Probably this one. But that one's open. Yeah, you're right. The answer's probably here. Does that mean the frame rate thinks exercise is evil? It's basically saying we should stop sprinting. Alright. Yes, I think if we go through here, we can come this way and maybe open this door, and I don't know where that goes. So many questions, so many things to do, but I might have to wait till tomorrow, because if I do anything more, it's gonna be forever for me. It's been 6.5 hours. And I should probably not start the next puzzle sequence. What a strange looking tree. It's very pointy. A very pointy tree. Okay then. Well, we managed to figure out how to open the door, and we got into the other side, turned on the steam thingy, and opened the 2 gates. Which in retrospect was actually very little. But I feel accomplished. I'm gonna drop a quick save game. DLSS cannot keep up with sprinting. -5 points. That might actually be more on my PC than on the game itself. I still have everything set to epic except shadows. Setting NVIDIA DLSS to performance and turning shadows to medium really helped with the way the game was rendering, but I probably need to turn off some other settings until I get a stronger computer. Okay, I am going to put a pin in this until tomorrow. We're gonna come back and play this again tomorrow. So whatever time it is for you right now, just subtract 6.5 hours, and that's when I'll go live. Again, with more Riven. I almost said missed. But I'm just gonna quit. I'm gonna quit. And the first thing I saw was that full screen video of the Mist intro that I left open for myself. Thanks. Thanks, past me. I don't know that I have any music. You probably don't want to listen to this song, or this one, or this one. I'll go back to the synthwave song. Noted! Riven and Mist games, or what made people hate puzzle games. I actually think Mist might have been the reason why I developed an interest in puzzle games in the first place. Like, I was too young to understand what I was doing, but the sheer intrigue of it, like the atmosphere of Mist, was intriguing. The intrigue was intriguing, the atmosphere was intriguing. And although I never properly solved it myself as a kid, like I think it was my first experience with a puzzle game, and I think that's kind of what took me, I don't know, to that place of thinking about puzzle games and enjoying them. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. Thank you. Mist is one of the games you played at your aunt's house and didn't know what it was. I don't even know, like, how I wound up playing Mist that one time. It just happened. Ow. Jeez, I just kicked my chair. Oh, my foot! You have a good day or evening to you, Ronan. Happy time zone. And happy time zone, everybody. Thanks for being here, Ronan and Swiffy Ball Guy, George, Demorowin, Jsog, Yaksha, Flamethrower, Solarn, a Night Dweller. Y'all are awesome. I really appreciate you. I hope you had a nice time today with Rimworld and also Riven. Thank you, Infinity. Here's the socials and things. The socials and stuff. GG, again, Slenche with the pizza. Yeah, I've had exactly 2 bites of pizza. One right there, and I shared half of that piece with Kuma, and then one right there. So I have post-stream pizza. Yeah, post-stream pizza. Let's see. Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna play Riven. So I'll be back at 11 a.m. Pacific, which is UTC minus 6 or 7, I don't know. I forgot to stop the YouTube stream. Goodbye, YouTube.